Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to be talking all about Bino harnesses. Yes, by the end of this video, you should be able to figure out whether or not you need a Bino harness, what style harness will work best for your specific style of hunting, and hopefully I'll be able to answer some other unanswered questions that arise whenever it comes to Bino harnesses. I know before I started using a Bino harness, I looked at it as this like mystical piece of equipment that I wanted, but I didn't know if I actually needed, and I didn't know what style would actually work for me. So hopefully this will alleviate some of that confusion for you guys. First thing that I want to tackle, the simple question of whether or not you need a Bino harness. And my answer is very simple. If you own a pair of binoculars, you should get yourself a Bino harness. The reason why a harness is so important is to A, protect your optics. We spend a lot of money on optics, so it's important to protect it, but also, and really the main purpose of a harness is to keep your binoculars at your chest so that they are easy to access. And if you're serious about hunting and you hunt a lot, a harness will really become an integral piece of equipment for you. So, the first harness that I'm going to talk about is your simple strap harness. These are just elastic straps that go over your shoulder. It does not protect your binoculars at all, but these are incredibly cheap and affordable. The issue with these is that they tend to stretch out over the course of a season, so you may end up buying one every single season because they stretch out and then your binoculars are hanging down in your crotch region by the end of the season. Nobody wants that. So that's something to consider, but they are a good place to start. So if you have a pair of binos, at bare minimum, just get yourself a strap. I'll leave a link in the description to a simple harness that you can use. Now let's take a big step up from that and let's move into the actual Bino pack. Now just a harness, a pack. I have in front of me Alaska Guide Creations Bino harnesses. I have done a lot of work with these folks. I know a lot about these packs, and I'm about to give you all the information. So let's start here. The reason why, and you'll see this as we go through, I love Alaska Guide Creations packs is because they are more than just a Bino pack or just a Bino harness. They have many features that give you the opportunity to organize your gear and have quick access to your gear. A lot of people are scared of a Bino harness because they look so big and bulky. If you are someone who wants to keep it minimalistic, the Kiss is a great option, but it still has a lot of really good features. So this pack has 2 mesh pockets on either side. I love to keep my windicator in these pouches. They have in a little elastic band on the top, so it will secure things like your windicator. If you have mouth calls that, get a little gross in your mouth, you can also put them in the mesh pockets, and that gives them some air, so it's not like holding in all that moisture, which I like. There's also a mesh pocket on the back. I always use this for my tags, my hunting license, my tags, etc. Any other paper goods. You could even slide like a pen or a pencil in there, anything else that's flat and easy to use. And then at the top, there are 2 elastic, I don't even know if I would call them pouches. They're more like sleeves, elastic sleeves that you can put, again, like diaphragm calls. Sometimes I'll slide my cell phone in there, although I just upgraded my cell phone and it's way too big now. But even like a small GPS, etc. This is a nice spot to stick more gear. So that's the Kiss. The Kiss is also available with a pocket on the bottom. This is the Kiss Max. So this gives you extra storage. And if I was using this pack, I would throw a knife and my headlamp. Headlamp especially. I always have my headlamp in my Bino harness. So that's the Kiss, simplistic, small, but you can add a little storage with the Max. Next is the Hybrid. The Hybrid is the same internal compartment size as the Kiss, has those same mesh pockets, pocket on the back, elastic sleeves on top, but obviously you have a pouch in the front. This extra pocket in the front does not get in the way of your bow. I know a lot of people are worried about that, but when you are at full draw, the string leaves like the corner of your mouth and goes away from your body, and by the time you release, that string never ever comes closely in contact with the Bino harness. That's true for traditional archers as well. So have no fear, my friends. This hybrid is also available in a max. I think if I could pick any Bino pack, this is my dream pack. I like it because I really enjoy these mesh pockets. I like the double storage of the front pocket and the max pocket at the bottom. And for most of my binoculars, this internal compartment is a great size. So that's my personal favorite. Moving on, this is the Cub. The Cub is, again, same internal compartment, but it has these pouches on the side. Now, these are great for extra security. So like with the mesh pouch, you may be worried about something falling out. It has not happened to me, but if that's a concern, these have zipper pockets. The only problem with zipper pockets is that if you have like Windicator, for example, and it's longer than this pouch, you can't let it hang out the top like you can on the mesh pouch. I think you get what I'm saying here. But again, same size, pocket on the front, two of those pockets on the side. This Cub is also available in the max. You're probably starting to see a theme here. All of these packs are available in the max, except for one, which we'll go through later. So you can see this has that extra storage on the bottom. So just room for more stuff. And that's what's so nice about AGC packs. I have 6 different models here that'll all fit the same binocular, but they're almost customizable in a way because you can decide how much storage you want or how much you don't. So let me slide these aside and we'll move into the last 2. Okay, now this is the classic. This is the Bino harness that I am running currently. And the reason why I'm running this is because I've got these big old honkin', oh no, these are a little wet. I was just out hunting. Anyways, I have these big honkin' range finding binoculars. So these are 10 by 42s, but because they have rangefinder capabilities, they're big and they're bulky and they don't fit well into these smaller packs. I could probably make it work, but it's just a little too tight of a fit. So that is why I am running the Classic. Now the Classic, again, same thing as the Cub, just a larger internal compartment size. This is also available in the Max. Obviously, I actually don't have one of those with me right now, but you catch the point. The last Bino harness is the Denali. This is the big boy, and it has a huge front pocket, so this is not available in the Max. The side pockets are also extra tall to fit the dimensions of the pack, so you have a lot of storage in this thing. Now that we talked through all of that, I'm going to show you, let's see, let me get these back, hold on. All right, so all in all, what pack you go with depends on how much gear you want to carry with you. It's important to note this front pouch is the perfect size for a handheld rangefinder. It actually has a bungee cord inside that you can actually tether your rangefinder to the pouch. So any of the Bino harnesses that have that front pouch, you automatically have a spot for your rangefinder as well. If you go with the KISS model, you may want to consider adding a rangefinder pouch on to the side, which AGC sells. They also sell holsters that you can add to the side if you like to carry a sidearm. And whether or not you go with the Max, again, just depends on what gear you want to have immediately accessible. So like I said earlier, for me, it's extremely important for me to have my headlamp. when I'm hiking in the morning before dark, I have my headlamp on. As soon as it's within shooting light or it's bright enough that I can actually see, that headlamp comes off and right into my harness. I never have to take off my pack. I never have to stop moving even. So that's incredibly important to me. I also like to have a knife handy, obviously my rangefinder handy, and my calls handy. So that's my preference. And it really just comes down to what your preference is. I do also want to add, like, bino harnesses are not just for a Western hunt. I use my binos when I'm hunting whitetail as well. And it actually makes it easier to have some extra gear packed into my harness. Some days I don't even go out with a pack. If I'm just running, I would say a mile or less into the woods and I'm going to drag the deer out, then I can pack my snacks and everything that I could need right in my harness. So it literally takes away the need for a pack, like a backpack. So yeah, that's just information for you guys to digest and hopefully help you figure out what you need. So that is it, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your questions below and I will absolutely answer any questions that you have, help out any way that I can, because I know this stuff can be a little confusing whether you're first starting out or whether you've tried other bino harnesses and you need, you're looking for something else, etc., etc. So that's it, you guys, and I will see you in the next one.